Hey, it's Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews, and welcome back to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. From White Birch Brewing of Hooksett, New Hampshire, comes their Phoenix. It is a Belgian-style triple, which comes in with an alcohol by volume of 9.0% ABV. I can't believe that White Birch is now 5 years old. I've been doing beer reviews on YouTube for about 4.5 years, and I have featured many of their brews over the years. So I've been doing beer reviews almost as long as White Birch has been in existence, and it's very interesting to me. But anyway, this comes in with 9%, as I said, and it's dated July of 2014. So first day of August or second day of August, not too far off, but this is one that they've been kind of pushing on their website as of late. It's one of their newest brews, and I'm not sure how widely available it's going to be outside of New Hampshire. White Birch is now out to 16 or 17 states these days, so I'm very pleased at how White Birch has been kind of growing over the last 5 years or so. So let's pour it into a White Birch glass and check it out. You probably can't see all the carbonation bubbles that are coming off the top there, or the carbonation mist, I should say, that's coming off the top there. But giving this a pour and checking it right out. I like how it pours. It's got a nice slow pour going on here. Let's put this here and see if you can see that. All right, well, what a nice color. This is a nice golden, almost medium amber color with a modest little off-white head. That's lots of carbonation going on here. And the head itself wasn't a big head, but it's starting to fade right down to a simple ring. But it has a slight cloudy appearance, but generally very golden, almost bronze in color. So it's a darker sort of, not quite a dark amber, but it's darker than a typical really light triple that I'm used to seeing. So checking out the aroma. Lots of citrus notes here going on. A little bit of spice. It's sort of a citrusy, fruity thing, but I'm also getting that Belgian yeast. White Birch uses its own house yeast, and I think it's a Belgian influence to some extent. In fact, when they first started out 5 years ago, most of the beers they were brewing had a Belgian feel to them, and some of the better selling beers, the ones you can still get today, all have sort of a Belgian feel to them. But anyway, I'm getting a nice sort of citrusy, sugary, sort of malty sensation. Definitely got this more fruity note, though. It's got this real citrus fruity note above all the other ingredients that I'm picking up on the nose. Very nice. And it does have that Belgian yeast. I mean, I'm just picking up those toasted malts. I'm picking up what one would expect from a Belgian triple, although it doesn't seem quite as champagne-like. I often think of triples as being somewhat akin to champagne, the way they bubble right up and all. Checking out the taste. White Birch always says serve the beers around 50 to 55 degrees, and I'm pretty sure that's what I'm serving. But I gotta say, I didn't pick up that amount of sweetness on the nose as I'm picking up on the flavor. First of all, the body's medium to heavy. Got a good yeasty, chewy feel to it. But that sweetness is really abundant. I mean, it's got this nice Belgian candied sugar sweetness. It's sort of overtaking everything. The citrus that I picked up on the nose and the aroma is not quite as evident in the taste. I'm really picking up a real malty sweetness, and that makes it's kind of like night and day. You think you're going to be drinking a really citrusy, sort of hoppy beer, but then when you actually drink it, you're getting more of a malty sensation. That's not to say there are not some hops in there. I mean, they're definitely in there. They don't come across as abundant in the flavor as they come across in the nose. 9.0%, so that's a fairly big beer, and it only comes in the growler, not the growler, it comes in the 650 milliliter size, or the bomber size. And so drinking one of these, you might want to take it carefully. Although you've watched me, I've already taken 3 or 4 sips, because it's a very easy drinking beer, despite its heavy character, super sweetness, and and touch of citrus character. But it's a very nice beer, and I love that sweetness. I mean, it's got like a honey. I mean, honey might be a good way to describe it. A touch of honey going on here. That's something that might be another thing to sort of throw into the the flavor arena. Don't get it on the nose. Well, maybe I am now. You know, it's interesting how the senses sort of change as you drink a beer. You get one thing at first, you take a couple of sips, and then the whole character changes to some extent. But yeah, definitely a sweet sort of honey malty character in the flavor. The citrus hops are more noticeable in the nose, not as abundant in the flavor. But overall, this is a complex beer, I'll say that, and also very easy to drink and very enjoyable. I'm really enjoying this beer quite a lot. So, but you know, is it exactly like a triple? Well, I mean, a lot of triples I've had seem to be a little lighter in spirit, lighter in carrot, lighter in body, and so on. But again, this White Birch has its own sort of twist on everything they make, and this is really no exception. So I'm giving it a good grade. This is the White Birch Phoenix from New Hampshire. So thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.